Hello and welcome to this tutorial. Today I'm going to show you basically how you can import any FBX model or something else into GameGuruMAX. Now today we're going to import this weapon you see right here right now. It has some basic walking animations, reload animations, firing and anything else. So basically you just want to find any weapon on, for example, Sketchfab. In my example I just choose this AK-74 with animations just because it's a very great model by this creator you see here. And the good thing is it comes already with animations and textures, so it's great to just show it in the tutorial. Here you can see it comes with walking animations, running, reloading, and so on. Alright, and if you can, make sure you download it as an FBX, because this makes things just simpler. It comes with the animations and with textures mostly, so make that sure. And we're gonna wait until it's installed, and once installed you just want to extract it, check that everything is inside, and then for now we can just leave it here, because now we're gonna go over to GameGuruMAX. The first thing we're gonna do is set up a new weapon, because I don't want to replace any of those. I already have the basic weapons of GameGuruMAX. So for this you want to go into GameGuruMAX, into Files, and then you want to find the entity bank. It's gonna be somewhere here. Let's see here. And then you go to Max Collection, go to Weapons. Where is it? Here. And then I'm just gonna use, because it's an AK, I'm going to copy the assault rifle BMP and FPE. So just copy it. And then you want to go to Entity Bank User, and you can make a new folder, but I'm just gonna drop it here. And for this video, I'm just gonna rename it into tutorial weapon.xpe, and I'm going to name the BMP the same. This is basically the thumbnail of the weapon you see in GameGuruMAX. Then I'm going to open the tutorial FBE. I'm just checking if everything looks okay. Yes, it looks okay. You don't need to rename anything. We're gonna do it a bit different, as you maybe know it. So for now we can just close it down. And as a next step, we go now to the game core. And then we go to Guns, Enhanced, to the AK. And what I will do, this is the base weapon in the game. I will just copy it and rename it also to tutorial weapon. Tutorial weapon like this. And then we go inside. And here we're gonna go work in the future. So we can just test if it works. So when we go now to user in GameGuruMAX, you're gonna see the template rifle, tutorial rifle. You see it's in there. It just uses right now the placeholder meshes you already have, because we didn't change anything. But we know it works. We have created a new weapon. What you want to do now is you want to import the FBX mesh we just downloaded. So you can go to your folder right now to source, and then you're gonna import the FBX model. Now you see it's imported and it has already the animations applied, which is pretty great. First step I'm gonna make, which is pretty important if you want materials, you want to set up the materials. So I'm gonna set up the arm color of the AK, this one. And then I just see the second mag has also a texture. Where is it? This one probably. So I'm just gonna set it up. Yeah, it looks good. Now we have all the textures inside. I'm just gonna check. Yes, looks good. So as the next step, which is pretty important, it's the most important step, otherwise you will not see the weapon later in game. Right now the weapon is way too big for the game, and it's not in the origin of the word. So yeah, the GameGuruMAX import is a bit strange, so you want to rescale it a bit down. I like to keep the scale like from the right leg is the shoulder beginning and the left leg is where the mech should be. This is like my size guide, I should say. And the height is also wrong because it's pretty high up. If you import it now, you won't see it later in the game. So you want to scale it a bit down. I have now, what is it, -19. And I'm also gonna move it a bit to the right. Because it's gonna look better later in game. So this is only gut feeling. You have to test a lot around, so probably you're gonna import it more than once. But for me, I think this is looking great. The position is correct. It's a bit under the map, which it should be. So now I'm gonna rename this to tutorial weapon. And then we can basically import it. And why do we import it into the game? It's because we get later the DBO file, which we're gonna need. The great thing is, it already will come with the animations because we imported it to the engine. But I will show it later. So for now, I can just import it. I'm gonna just rotate a bit for the thumbnail. I see the animations are inside on the right panel. So I can just go down and add it to the library. Okay, so we are now halfway through. As a next step, let me see, we need to go to documents, and then you're gonna see a folder called GameGuru Apps. You go to GameGuruMAX, you go to Files, and now you want to go to Entity Bank and to User. So here are all the meshes you import, and then you're gonna see the tutorial weapon DBO and FBE. For now, we're just gonna copy the DBO, but you can leave this folder open so you can get back later. Yeah. So once that is copied, you want to go now to the game core. So back where we just copied the folder. I just need to find it again. You can go to Steam and then to the install data, and then you can find it pretty quick. Here, and then you're gonna see tutorial weapon. I just paste it inside, and what I do now is you're gonna see two files called hot.dbo and hot.orig.dbo. You can delete both. What I do now is I rename the tutorial weapon DBO to hot.dbo, and then I'm gonna duplicate it, and I'm gonna rename this to hot-orig.dbo. So what we did right now is just replaced the mesh with our own mesh. So it's more like modding than actually importing it to the game engine, but hey, it works. What you want to do now is, this is important if you want to have the textures. You see, I opened the FBE file of the tutorial weapon that we got in the documents, and you're gonna copy the visual info. You can copy this text that is right now in blue, and then you go to gunspec.txt in the game core. And you scroll down, and you're gonna see somewhere visuals. And then under visuals, you're just gonna mark this and delete it. And then you're just gonna paste in what we just right now copied. This is basically the information. The FBE tells the DBO which textures to apply and such. So yeah, if you've done that, you can save it. And then you make sure that you drop your textures of your AK also into that folder. Otherwise it will not work. So go to textures, and the textures you import, you want to move there. I just have the albedos. If you have also the normal and height, you can do that as well. So yeah, I moved it into the folder. Maybe you need to restart GameGuruMAX, but I'm just gonna go now into the level. And then we go to user, import the test weapon. I'm just gonna drop it somewhere we find it. It's far away. Maybe we can, I'm just gonna drop it here. This other weapon is another thing for me. yeah, now we have here the weapon on the ground. I'm gonna save it. And then I'm gonna start the level. And now when we go to the weapon... Alright, so first try, we have a pretty good precision. Now you see it's inside. The animations will not come directly. This is already preset by me. But I'm gonna show you how you can get the reload animation and like a walk animation. So for this you want to go back to your game core. And you want to find the, how is it called, gunspec.txt. The one that we just edited, this one. And you want to scroll down a bit. There you will find the HUD animation, this one. So here are all animations listed for idle, moving, running, reloading. And the data that is currently in there is from the old mesh from GameGuru. And yeah, the frames will not match. So a nice thing to do is you can just go into your inspector from the weapon you imported here, and then you can on the right side go to all animations, and then you see the frames of the weapon. So you see all weapon frames, and then you can just basically go to the beginning of your reload animations. For example, here it's now frame 80, I think. And then you see down here reload. I have 78 now here. So you need to fine tune a bit. And then you want to go to the end of the reload animation, which is 180. And then you go down and then you type there 180. So the first letter, the first number is the beginning of the animation, and the last letter is the end of the animation. So from 60 to 100. So when you save that, you eventually gonna have the animations inside of there. With a bit of fine tuning, you can have a pretty great result. You see, the running is looking a bit goofy. I'm not sure. It's not fine tuned, of course. But I hope the GameGuruMAX community can do something with this tutorial, or probably build upon this. Maybe there are some smarter guys than me. So I really like this game engine, but it's such a pain in the ass to just import a weapon. I don't understand why it is so closed down. I understand that they want to keep it pretty simple, but an option to have like your custom skybox or custom weapons would be so nice. I tried a lot of game engines, GameGuruMAX, Unity, Unreal, FAT, Godot, and I really like the way of working with GameGuru. I can build levels pretty fast, but just like those kind of things are so hard in that engine. And just as a bonus on the end, maybe to motivate you, here is something I did on the Flax engine. It's similar to Unity or Unreal. I basically spent one day just testing around in the engine. I used the exact same SketchUp model of the weapon and tried to do like a similar thing GameGuruMAX says. So if I go here into my player, switching engines is also a bit difficult all the time. Need to find it. Player. And then you see I have a camera with the weapon. And what I did is I wrote a small script for the weapon where it controls all the different animations and the wobbling and smoothing and the weapon swing basically. And it took me only one day to set up all this here. And I'm just gonna show you, it's not very smooth, it's pretty rough, but I have the running animation inside, I have the walking animation inside, you see that there is weapon swing. I also have procedural aiming, I just have the cameras not rendering properly, so it looks a bit shitty. But yeah, I can shoot, I don't have to set up any particles and such, but I did this in one day. So if you really want to do your own custom weapons and you want to put love into your game, I would really recommend you to use a real game engine for your games. If you want to prototype or something, GameGuruMAX is pretty nice, but yeah, just a message from my heart is that you should find something good for you. But yeah, I wish you a nice day. I hope you liked the tutorial and maybe see you next time.